I'm going to show you how I've been building a SaaS application from scratch so that everyone knows how to do it for themselves and you don't have to pay anybody else to do it for you. This is my journey. It is a simple AI avatar from my friend Trevor, and I'm just going to show you everything that I have and everything that goes into making this application. Enjoy. So here we are. I'm going to first show you who Trev is. Look at him looking so studious right here. And what's so special about Trevor is that he has a very large following of loyal dog lovers who care about their dogs, nutrition, training, and relationships. And what he's currently doing is something that he always does, which is study so that he can give the best possible information to you and to his followers on dog nutrition and etc. So what I'm doing for him is I'm building him an AI avatar so that he can speak to his loyal followers who are asking him questions constantly about their pet's health. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what the application looks like right now. Oh, this is what I'm using. It's HeyGen, but it's Live Avatar by HeyGen. So this is a demo, and look at how simple this application is. Right now, we don't have Trevor's likeness and voice just yet, but I kind of want to show you what this looks like. Just how somebody could build something as simple as this. Because mind you, this is the only page and it only does one thing. It answers dog questions. So I can just say, can I feed my dog raw meat and bones? So while this is answering the question, I just want to tell you that Trevor doesn't make any guesses. He does a lot of research. Oh,
feed your dog raw meat and bones, but it's essential to follow safe
handling
practices, just like you would for your own food. Healthy dogs can manage bacteria in raw meat, but risks like E. coli and salmonella still exist. When it comes to bones, raw recreational bones can help.
So we're just going to stop that. Okay, so pretty much we got the answer. And actually, one of the sources that we were able to pull from actually comes from one of the books that Trevor reads constantly. So let me just tell you how everything works together and how complicated a simple system like this can actually be. So first and foremost, let me just say this. This right here only does one thing. It has a knowledge base of what Trevor knows and all the books that he's read about dog nutrition in one place. So when I ask a question, and just say I'm one of his followers, I ask him a question, instead of Trevor answering, this area right here, this Trevor is offline area, this would be Trevor speaking to me. And that is the only thing that this does. But if he were to charge $10 or $20 per month on this application, just say, there's a lot that goes into it. And that's why I constantly tell non-technical founders, hey, don't build it, just have somebody else build it, because this is gonna be a lot. So I'll just take you through, I have 10 little graphs that I wanna show you. And this is number one. This is the high level system over here. And this is practically all the routes that the app communicates with. This is super boring, but pretty much all this says is that like this is what the user sees, and this is how it communicates with the back end. And these are the libraries that it's using, and these are the external services. And one of them is being Stripe as the billing. So this is taking care of the $10 a month or $20 a month service, okay? So we have our database, our billing, our model for LLM, like ChatGPT, and then the avatar that you just saw. So those are the only 4 external services. We also have a pipeline for how to answer a question. So this project alone took me about, I want to say about a week or something like that to build, just because there's so many moving parts. And one of those parts is how to answer a question. So you ask the chatbot a question, and then it looks through its knowledge base, and there's a confidence score. And if the confidence score is above a certain threshold, guess what? You get an answer. And if it's not, then you get a different answer. Like, that's not in our knowledge base, but you can feed your dog X, Y, and Z, right? That's pretty much what this is doing. So I had to graph that out. I also have to graph out the session. So if you were to do this for yourself and you were trying to put yourself as an AI avatar, as cool as that is, it actually does cost a bit of money. If I were to go over here for a second, we can even go into the pricing. So it's all credit-based. I hate it. Everybody hates it. Everything is a credit-based system now. But yeah, that's just how it is. So we just burned through our first 10 credits. I literally before pressing play on this video, I just bought the $99 1K credits, okay? And that is about maximum 20 minutes per session, max 20 minutes concurrency, and who knows how long this is actually going to last me, right? Maybe it is 20 minutes total, but who knows? I'll find out soon. But yeah, but if you were to duplicate yourself in this way, today it would be burning a lot of money. So this is something to take into consideration when trying to create with AI avatars, because a lot of people are using this kind of stuff for marketing, okay? So we have the session data flow. So it's pretty much what the flow from when you ask a question to the AI avatar actually answering you back. So that's what this flow is doing. Then the billing and subscription flow. So this is what makes the money. So we're using Stripe, and Stripe has a lot of documentation on how to use it correctly. But for me, I have to figure out like how to process, how to store a session, how to make sure that you're paid, that your subscription is upgraded, downgraded, you have a chargeback, you have a dispute, all those things need to be tracked, right? And look at this, the subscription state. So we have different states that you can be in. Like you could be in the free trial. I don't think you would ever be incomplete, but you could definitely be unpaid, not past due, but unpaid. So I have to update this. I just want you guys to know that this looks very complicated, and it is more tedious than it is complicated, because as an engineer, you have to think about all of the moving parts. So I think it's more fun to build and then more of a pain to maintain, I would say, because if anything happens, then you're on the hook for it. We have an authentication flow. This is something that you didn't see. So I'm going to show you right now. So we can sign out and then we can sign back in, right? So we will sign back in under my name, and here we are. And that is the sign. That's the OAuth right here. Let's see. And then I think we have like a couple of pages like the account, just to tell you how many credits you're on. And then I think you also have an admins page. We do have an admins page, yes. Okay, I think I'm gonna talk about the admins page soon. Oh, actually I don't. Okay, I'll talk about it now. So when you're building a software, even if it's as simple as just creating a simple AI avatar that's being used, but it's SaaS, so you know that other people are going to be using those same credits. You know that other people are going to like certain features and they don't like other features. And you, as the business owner, you need to be able to track every single part of your application. What are people using? How fast are they exiting the pages? All these kind of things really matter when you're trying to reduce your churn. So I built this admin dashboard just for Trev, okay? So it kind of talks about the average response time for the AI avatar. It talks about the questions that it has in knowledge base. It also has an error here, but it also says one question is found and answered. I have to upgrade the knowledge base over here. We can add more knowledge bases to it, PDFs and EPUBs and such. Analytics and users, we only have one user right now. But yeah, these are all things that go into making an application. If you're gonna build something like this is why I highly, highly, highly encourage every single person to just find a technical partner. It could be somebody from Upwork or Fiverr or something like that, although I don't necessarily think that that would be the best idea. But I do think that if you're gonna build an app, you gotta build it right. And one of those things is to be able to track every single thing that happens when somebody comes into your application. So that's another thing. So we do have a credit system flow, the credit sources, the ledger, and basically just making sure that every credit that we issue out is tracked, because we also get charged for using Live Avatar or HeyGen. And every time you use the chatbot, we get charged. So we have to make sure that not only are we pricing it in a way where we can maintain the system, but we put a cap on the credits. And we also are tracking those accurately, okay? And then lastly, it's the external service. So we already went through this a little bit, but this is just the 5 services that we use to make this run. If I just showed you this picture and I said, how much is this going to cost you? How much is this to build? You might think $3,000. You might think maybe even $10,000. But if you really wanted something that's going to be income producing and a real SaaS product, even if it is for a super simple product, then you have to look at the whole picture, not just this picture. And the whole picture is everything that I literally just showed you that goes into creating even the simplest of an AI avatar SaaS product. Thank you, everybody. So this is my TED Talk. Thank you so much. I'll be here all week. And I'll just say this, if you are struggling with creating a SaaS product for yourself, if you are needing more support, I am definitely open for any questions. Just throw them down in the comments. And you can also visit wildfiregrowth.ai, and I'll see you in the next one.